Well, today our live show's topic is to introduce the raw material and the oil out of different material of our waste tire, waste plastic pyrolysis plant. Well, this is the PPT of it. Today's topic is the raw material and the oil out of DOlNG's oil pyrolysis equipment, and the something wrong about the topic. Well, never mind. Well, today's topic is just the raw material and the oil out of the pyrolysis equipment. You can have a wait, and later we will have introduction of it because we just start the live show for maybe 2 minutes. You can have a wait, and later we'll have an introduction. Welcome to the DOlNG's live show. Well, we are the Chinese company in central China in the Henan province. Well, you are welcomed to visit our country, visit our city, and visit our company and factory. We have our own factory, so you can have a visit to know the details of how the equipment to produce it. Well, this is one of our clients' factory, and this is a batch type pyrolysis plant to deal with the oil out. One of the material is the oil out, and this is in the Shanxi province. Well, you can see that the factory is very environmental protection. There's fuel of the pollution of it. And yes, today's topic is the raw material and the oil out. And now let me have introduction of our company first. This is our wow, it goes so fast. This is our picture of the company in Zhengzhou, and we are founded in 2011. We have 7 branch company. And look, we have more than 60 patents of it, and now we have we have the client, our customers spread to all of the world, nearly 120 countries. This is the introduction of the country, the company brief introduction. Well, in Chinese, I will have a translation to you. And this is the client distribution of it. Our customers spread to all the continent, like Asia, America. And we have our branch company in Nigeria, in Africa. And also we have our many customers from Europe, from Australia, South America, North America, and Asia. And this is the name of the country. It goes so fast. Located in 20 countries worldwide. You can have a look whether if they have your countries. Yes, our main client is in Asia, Europe, and Africa. This is the owners of our company, some patent, the iOS, the CE, or in some patents in China. This is our factory. Since 2016, we have our own factories, and now it's spread to more than 40,000 square meters. So all the equipment of this patent, this pyrolysis plant is produced by our own factories. So if you are interested, you can have a visit to our factories to know how our workers do, know some details of the this equipment. Well, this is some picture of it. It's very large and it's very very clean. Many factories, many equipment in it. And this is a vessel of the reactor. And the vessel in it is the raw material will come to this vessel, and outside the vessel is the insulation canning to protect the temperature, to save the energy, the heating energy of the reactor. This is some of the picture, and later we'll have some picture of the equipment. Well, some beautiful pictures of factories and company. We can see the workers are working.
有买家进入直播间了。
And welcome you from all over the world. And now our topic is the raw material and oil yield of our pyrolysis equipment. So you can have a wait and listen to us. Let me give the introduction for you. We have three kind of equipment of the pyrolysis. One is the batch type pyrolysis plant, and the second is the fully continuous pyrolysis plant. The third is the semi-continuous pyrolysis plant. Well, different kinds of plant have different advantage, and the capacity of it have a large difference. I will have an introduction for you later. And now, the most important thing today we introduce is the raw material of it. And this is the brief introduction of the material. There are two kinds of material that our pyrolysis plant can deal with. The first one is the solid waste, and the second is the horizontal waste. Well, the solid waste include like the tires, the plastic, and other solid waste. It is the main material of it. Well, nearly 80% of our buses will have the solid waste, will deal with the solid waste. And this is a hazardous waste. Well, this the policy of to deal with this kind of waste is more strict. Well, it includes the oil sludge or the coal tar sludge. I will have an introduction for you later. This is a brief conclusion of it. The solid waste and the hazardous waste. Well, one of the main solid waste is the tires or the rubbers. This is some tires or rubbers. Well, like the solid waste includes the rubbers or the tires, the plastic, or some other kind of special things like the soil waste, or some like the electric waste. There's all kinds of solid waste. And this is the oil yield of it. Like if you have the big car tires or the truck tires or the engineering tires, the oil yield can reach to can reach to 45, nearly 45. And the small tires or the bicycle tires, motorcycle tires can reach to 35 to 40. This kind of oil yield. It's it's smaller, lower than the big tires, but it's more cheaper than it. So some of the buses will choose this kind of tires because the reason of it is. Now in China, the big tires are more and more expensive, so the profit is much more lower now than before. So these buses will have want to have an exchange, to have a change of it, so they're more choose these small tires or the bicycle tires. Although the oil yield is lower than that one, but the is more cheaper than this one, so the profit is more higher than it. And this is the third kind of the tires or the rubbers, like the rubber cells, the rubber cardboard trash. This kind of oil yield can reach to 35. I'm not sure if you can see this picture very clearly, so let me speak to you about this picture or the words or the data. Or this is the fourth kind of material of the solid waste. It's all kind of rubber sheets or cappers, like the cappers you are used to do in the yoga. This oil yield is very higher too. It can reach to 30. And this is some unclassified rubbers. Can reach to 35. So this is one of the solid waste of the pyrolysis equipment, and the second one is the solid waste, is the plastic. So I believe you can't see it clearly, so let me have an introduction for you. So if your raw material is the pure plastic, like the pure PP, PPS, the raw material is much more higher than other material. It can reach to 90%. So you can have a very high profit from it, but it's very rare for you to get it's very difficult for you, and it's kind of expensive for you to have this material of the pure PPPS. So some other unclassified or some mixed raw material can also used as the raw material to have the pyrolysis process, like the ABS plastic, the white plastic sheets. Or other things, the raw materials are different. Like it can reach to 90, and from 15 to 90 is the plastic raw material. And this is the, for example, different kind of materials. The oil yield is different, like the paper mill waste. It's due to how much water you have. Like if your material is wet, it's have less water, it's dry, and the raw material can reach to 60%. And for if your material is wet, it can reach to from 15 to 20. This is the kind of plastic raw material. And by the way, the most important thing is some bosses will ask, if I have the plastic of the PVC or PVT, can it be the material to have the pyrolysis project? Well, the answer is no. It's not suitable for the PVT and PVC to be the material to have the pyrolysis project, because it will have some oil to block the pipe. So it's some dangerous thing. So it's not suitable. But others plastic, all kinds of plastic like the PE, PP, PS, or the ABS are all suitable to have to be the material. And this is the other solid waste can be the material, the electric waste. And the second one, the hazardous waste, the policy of the hazard waste is much more stricter. It's more strict to allow by the government to do this project, because well, it's kind of dangerous things. And one the material is the oil sludge. The oil yield can reach to 70%, and like the oil sands, the coal tar oil sludge can also be the material. The main hazardous waste is the oil sludge or the coal tar oil sludge. Oh, there's some kind of one of the most important raw material of the plastic is the aluminium plastic, and more research from bosses for these years are interested in this aluminium plastic. And it can get this aluminium and the flue oil, and they want the aluminium most because it's more expensive and can sells more more high profit than the flue oil. It's not the pure aluminium, but it can sells about 11,000 or 12,000 for the profit. This is something I forgot to introduce. And this is the oil sludge of the hazardous waste. And what can we get after the pyrolysis? For example, if your raw material is the waste tire, we can get the product of the flue oil, the carbon black, and the steel wire. This is the main product of the tires. And if your materials are the plastic, the product is the flue oil and the carbon black. And this is the plastic oil. What can it use for? This picture is the introduction of what can it use for. Well, the flue oil have well heating energy. So if you get the flue oil, you can use at the steel factory, the boiler heating, or the heavy oil generators, or the cement factories. This is it used for. And if you want to have a refining of the flue oil, you can refine into the diesel, and the diesel can used at the diesel generator, the diesel fluor for heating, or the heavy machinery like the heavy agricultural machinery, or the mining machinery. This is what the pyrolysis oil can use for. Well, if you have any questions, you can leave your WhatsApp number or email number, telephone number in the comment places, or you can speak to us very privately, and our sales manager will have an introduction for you about the data or the profit, the market of the pyrolysis equipment. Know some details, just talk to us. Our manager will have an introduction for you. Hi, welcome you. We are in China and we are the Chinese company of the waste tire, waste plastic, oil sludge, pyrolysis equipment. We can do this kind of waste things to the pyrolysis oil. So if you are interested in this project, you can contact with us by the WhatsApp or the email or the telephone. And our sales manager will have an introduction for you and welcome. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. It's good morning in China. And this is what the carbon black is used for. The carbon black is one of the main products of the waste tire and waste plastic. This is the carbon black. It can refining or burning from profit. And it has a high heating energy. It has a high use of the can use at the cell factories or boiler factories at the same time. And if you have a carbon black, you can also refining to the new tires or the shoe soles or the paint. And welcome you from all over the world. Yes, I can't speak Russian. I just can speak English and Chinese. And this is the third product of the after pyrolysis, the steel wire. And what the steel wire can do, it can sold as scrap or remain melting. This is three products of the waste tire. Oh yeah. Although I can't speak Russian, my assistant can speak. So if you are more interested in it, you can just add me or just email me or use the WhatsApp number. Oh, thank you. And you're gonna leave okay. And goodbye. Have a nice day. We will have the live stream every week, so welcome to our live stream next week. Goodbye. This is the some pictures of our client. Well, just let me have a conclusion of it. Well, the raw material of the waste tire, waste plastic, the pyrolysis plant can conclude as the solid waste and hazardous waste. Well, the policy of these two kinds of to deal with these two kinds of waste are different. For example, in China, if your material is the solid waste, you need to deal with more than 20,000 tons of the solid waste, and the government can allow you to do this project. And if your raw material is a hazardous waste, your material need to reach to 30,000 tons. This is some kind of difference of this. And well, the equipment to deal with two kinds of waste is very similar, but there are some details are different. So if you want to know more details or data, our sales manager can have an introduction for you. This is a solid waste and hazardous waste. Solid waste concludes the tires, plastic, or some electric waste, and hazardous waste to conclude the oil sludge or the coal tar sludge. And let me have some pictures of our client. This is the reactor of the equipment, and this client's raw material is the oil sludge. Well, because this customer is in Shanxi, maybe in Shanxi or Shanxi in China, and it's concentrated for many oil fields in these countries, so there are much more waste of this oil or coal in this country, so they have much more profit of this. This is the reactor, and the raw material will pumped to this reactor because it's some if your material is the solid things, just like the tire, you can use the machine or the field forks to put it into the reactor. But if your materials are like the oil yields, you can have a pump to pump it into the reactor. And the reactor, the inside of the reactor is the vessel, and outside, like this yellow gray thing is the insulation canning to protect the temperature, saving heating energy of it. And this is the cooling system, the condensing system of it. We have two kinds of cooling system. Later we'll have a picture for you. Just if you have any questions or are very interested in, you can comment in the comment place or leave your WhatsApp number, telephone number privately to us. Our manager will have a contact with you immediately. And this is the pyrolysis project and the condensing project, and we also have the gas purification system and the carbon black discharging system. I will have an introduction for you. Oh, like this. This is the raw material of tires. You can put the whole tires in it, or just have some process of it to put it, transport it into this kind of block, or the rubber powders also can put it into the the reactor. So if your capacity is very large, so you can have the fully continuous pyrolysis plant, and if you this capacity can reach to 50 tons and can work for 45 to 60 days and without stop, without you don't need to condense to cool down the reactor for many hours, like 5 hours, and to discharge the carbon black. And if your equipment is a fully continuous, you can discharge, put it into the reactor, or slagging, or have the oil yield at the same time without stop for 45 to 60 days. But if you need to process the whole tire to the rubber powder. This is the difference of the fully continuous and the batch type continuous. This is the outlet of the reactor. The oil gas will come out from here, and this is a buffer tank. The buffer tank has two effects. The one is to cool down, it's not cool down, it's to settle down the carbon black, because there's some carbon black inside the gas. And if you have much more carbon black powder, it will have a block in this cooling system, having a very bad influential of this cooling effect. So the first effect of it is to cool down the carbon black, and the second one is to slow down the speed of the oil gas. Because of the very high temperature of the reactor, the speed of the oil yield is very fast. So if the very fast flow or the gas come into the condensing system, it can't turn from the gas to oil have a very fluently. This is why we have this buffer tank. This is the fully continuous reactor. Look, you can see the difference. This is the batch type, and the fully continuous. The fully continuous pyrolysis plant is much more longer than the batch type. It can reach to 26 meters of the reactor, and it have 10 burners of this reactor to heat the rubber powder or other plastic or other raw material like plastic. And the batch type, the capacity is from 10 tons each per day to 15 tons per day, and it's more shorter than the full continuous. You can see that it's 8.8 meters. Because it's very long, so we have a tub in the central of this reactor, the vessel. And look, the rubber powder will come from this, and the winch. Look at this is the winch will put the powder to the reactor. This is the temperature testing. The reactor is working, and the temperature is very low, so the workers can touch by hand. This is why our insulation canning used for. One is to protect, to save the energy, and the second one is the saving product to protect the workers safe. This is the old insulation canning, and this is a new one. It's very much prettier, and the safe heating effect is more better than the older one. This is the gas purification system. Look, the flue gas, later we'll have the picture of the flue gas purification system. In different regions, for example, in China, in different provinces, the policy is different. Some governments will have a policy that you need to have this kind of system, or like you must have the SCR purification system. the policy is very different from in China, and of course in different countries, different regions, the policy is very different. But our equipment, we have different kinds of equipment, can reach to your requirements, to reach to your policies in your countries, so you don't need to worry about the environmental things. This is a condensing system. This kind of condensing system is different from that one. That is like the water tank, and this is like the tubes. The condensers, this kind of condenser system have four steps of total 7 condensers. Like this, they have 2 condensers for the first step and 1 condenser, and the other name of it is the oil water separator. And the third condenser's name is like horizontal condenser. This is the vertical condenser. 7 condensers, 2 plus 1 plus 2 plus 1. Oh, that is 6. And the buffer tank is also a condenser. The buffer tank, I have an introduction for you before. Have 2 effects. One is to cool down the reactor and cool down the oil gas, and second one is to settle down the carbon black. And this the condensers to transport to make the oil gas to slow down the speed and have a lower temperature to turn it to the oil, and it will store in this tank temporarily. Well, I will have an introduction of you like this. This is the oil separator, oil water separator. Why it have a special name? Well, because it have 3 effects. It can not only to condense, to cool down the oil gas to oil. It have other 2 effects. One is to prevent the oil gas to return to the reactor because it's very dangerous. And the third purpose is it can clean the oil gas because it have water in it to separate the oil and water, so the name is oil water separator. And it can clean the oil gas, so the oil gas reach to here. It's very clean. It's much more cleaner than the oil in this tank. And the third step of the condensers is the horizontal condensers. It have 2 condensers, and condensing effect is much more better than other condensers. It have a best effect, so it can condense the more oil in this step. So nearly 80 or 90% of the oil or condenses in this step. So it can ensure your equipment have a higher oil yield. Uh-oh. Well, I will add some pictures later. There's some just this can have an and like this. This is the odor removal system. I will find some pictures of it later. This is odor removal system. It is our patent equipment. Well, it is to remove the odor, to clean the tail gas. Well, we don't introduce the tail gas before. Like there's not only the oil gas outlet from the reactor, we also get the tail gas. It cannot turn to oil, but it is very it have a heating energy. It can return to the reactor to heat the material, and can save your heating energy. Like if your equipment is the fully continuous pyrolysis plant, you only need for 8 hours to use the heating energy, like the flue oil or the natural gas or the coal, the wood, to heat the reactor. But for the next 40 days, for the next days, you only need the tail gas you product to heat the energy. So it's very save your energy saving. So save your energy. It's have a can get you more profit to save your the money before you get the profit. And this is the why we have the tail gas odor removal system, because if you burn the tail gas directly, it has some bad smell in it. So if you have this, the bad smell are removed. So it's very environmental friendly to have a clean environment in your factories, and the government will have a more encourage of this project for you. And this is a saving device, a safety device, to expand the explosion of the reactor when we open the reactor. This kind of safety device, and this is also safety device. This is also safety device to prevent. This is to prevent it return to the reactor. This is prevent the tail gas return to the equipment before it. This is the name of it is the vacuum device to pump the remain oil gas in the reactor, because after you pyrolysis all the material, all the rubber, all the tire, all the plastic, and to put the oil gas to the condensing equipment, but there are also some fuel of the oil gas remain in this reactor. So if we open the door directly, maybe it will have an explosion. So we use this to pump the gas to protect the workers. This is our patent device. One of the device. This is and today our topic is to give an introduction of the raw material of the our DOlNG's pyrolysis equipment. 你好吗？你好呀。So you can speak Chinese. We're the Chinese company in the central China, in Henan province. Do you know Henan province? And it shows you the client distribution of it. So you can see that our client is in all the continent. This is a great thing to do. Like we have our client from abroad or in China. So if you are interested, you can send email to us or WhatsApp to us or the telephone number. Our manager will have introduction for you about this project. waste plastic such a terrible issue? Yeah, and our material have the waste plastic like this. This is the solid waste. It can deal with the tire and the plastic, and hazardous waste. We can do the oil sludge or the coal tar sludge. You saw some guy doing in his backyard. So you can see that our product, one of the product is the oil, the flue oil. It can used as the heating energy in the cell factory or the boiler heating or the cement factories. And maybe some bosses will have our refining equipment. The oil can refine to diesel and can used as the heavy agricultural machinery. So many bosses from other clients will use this diesel to his agricultural machine, some farmers, or it can use as a diesel generator. And we also have our carbon black and the steel wire from after the waste tire pyrolysis. And about the waste plastic, the product is the flue oil and the carbon black. It's a little different between the tire oil, waste tire flue oil, and the waste. Well, in China, you need to buy the waste plastic or waste tire, but it's produced by our own workers. To purify the but a commercial product is probably better and safer than what the guy was doing in his backyard. Well, in this equipment, the temp of the oil out or the carbon black, you can choose the oil towns. And the second one is it can run for 55 days. You have much more to 60 days without stop. But the best type one, you need to process for a week. So welcome to our live stream next week. If you are interested in it,